One of the oldest secrets of humanity lies hidden within the creation story of Adam and Eve. Independent civilizations, from the sands of the Middle East to the jungles of the Maya, ask the same question. How was the first human created? Is this ancient legend merely a religious belief, or does it hold the code to a cosmic secret? For centuries, we have been told that creation began in a garden with a divine breath into soil. But beneath the surface of this familiar tale lies a darker possibility. Is the origin of humanity a miracle of God, or the result of a deliberate ancient genetic experiment? We assume the story of man, created from clay, is unique to Abrahamic religions. However, it is a universal archetype. In China, the goddess Nua molds humans from yellow mud. The Maya speak of bodies made from maize and earth. The Dogon, the Greeks, the Hopi all point to the same raw material, earth. But why clay? Ancient Sumerian tablets, predating the Bible by thousands of years, offer a startling explanation. They describe the Anunnaki, powerful beings who tired of their physical labor on earth. To relieve their toil, the god Enki proposed a solution. Create a primitive worker to carry the burden. Enki's recipe was specific. He didn't just use dirt. He mixed clay from the abyss with the essence of a god. Many modern theorists suggest that clay is a metaphor for the biological material of Earth, the DNA of early hominids like Homo erectus. And the divine essence? This suggests the introduction of advanced genetic material, a fusion of the terrestrial and the extraterrestrial. This theory attempts to explain the sudden, massive leap in brain capacity that turned primitive hominids into Homo sapiens, a leap that evolution alone struggles to explain. The parallels between Sumerian texts and holy books are undeniable. In the Bible, God forms Adam from dust. In Sumer, the mother goddess Ninhursag molds the Adapa from clay. Even the names echo each other. Adam in Hebrew relates to Adama, earth, just as Adamu in Sumerian refers to red earth. But the most famous detail, Eve created from Adam's rib, may be history's greatest mistranslation. In the Sumerian myth, Enki falls ill, and his rib is one of the organs in pain. To heal him, a goddess named Ninti is created. Here is the key. In Sumerian, the word ti means rib, but it also means to make live. Ninti is both the Lady of the Rib and the Lady of Life. When this story was translated into Hebrew, the double meaning was lost. The Lady of Life was stripped of her power and reduced to a spare rib. This linguistic error reshaped our understanding of creation. But what about the forbidden tree? Was it really an apple tree? In Arabic, the word for tree is shajara, which also means lineage or family tree. This changes everything. If the tree represents a lineage, then the sin wasn't eating a fruit. It was crossing a genetic line. The warning was not to consume food, but to avoid mingling with a specific bloodline, perhaps the Elohim or the Watchers mentioned in apocryphal texts. Enter the serpent. In the Bible, he is the deceiver. But in the ancient world, from the Naga of India to the symbol of Quetzalcoatl, the serpent represented wisdom, DNA, and enlightenment. In Sumer, the serpent was the symbol of Enki, the genetic scientist who championed humanity. The serpent told humanity, "Eat and you shall become like gods." This mirrors the story of the Nephilim, angels descending to interbreed with humans, sharing forbidden knowledge and technology. The fall was actually a rapid upgrade in consciousness. This upgrade angered the supreme god, Enlil, represented as the force behind the Great Flood. Enlil wanted to wipe out humanity because they became too noisy and too numerous. This parallels the biblical God scattering the builders of the Tower of Babel to limit their power. The pattern is clear. One faction wanted to keep humanity as simple workers, the obedient Adam, while another faction, represented by the serpent, wanted to unlock our full potential through genetic and spiritual enlightenment. When we read these texts side by side, a new picture emerges. We are not merely sinners cast out of a garden. We are a hybrid species, possessing the clay of Earth and the breath of the stars, a biological bridge between two worlds. Modern science confirms we are made of stardust. Ancient myths claim we were fashioned by gods. Perhaps these are two ways of saying the same thing. The fall was not a punishment, but a graduation, a painful but necessary step into self-awareness. The story of Adam and Eve is not just history, it is a mirror. It reflects our eternal hunger for knowledge, our constant reach for the forbidden fruit of technology, and our deep-seated feeling that we do not fully belong to this world. So, are we the result of a divine miracle or a bioengineering project left on this planet eons ago? The answer may lie dormant in our own DNA, waiting to be decoded. The ancient texts gave us the clues. Now it's up to us to solve the puzzle. From the clay of ancient Sumer to the genome labs of the future, the journey continues. We came from the source, and to the source we shall return. But the question remains, who were the architects of this grand design?